Today we're diving into one of my favorite hand quilting techniques, big stitch quilting. This video is going to show you why big stitch quilting deserves a spot in your quilting toolbox. First thing, what exactly is big stitch quilting? Big stitch quilting is a type of hand quilting where you use large stitches, usually made with thicker thread like a pearl cotton or 3 strands of embroidery floss. Unlike traditional hand quilting that uses tiny invisible stitches, big stitch quilting is meant to be seen. It's decorative, bold, and it adds texture and personality to your quilt. You'll often see it used with a long needle and spaced out stitches, maybe a 1/4 inch long, and it can follow traditional quilt lines or free-form designs. Traditional hand quilting can take weeks or even months, depending on the size of your project. But big stitch quilting lets you finish much more quickly. Because the stitches are longer and spacing is wider, you cover more ground in less time. If you love the look and feel of hand quilting, but don't want to commit hours and hours, this is your solution. It's the perfect sweet spot between handmade and time-friendly. Those bold stitches become part of the design. You can use them to highlight certain parts of your quilt or even create decorative patterns with contrasting thread. You can even change up the stitch length, thread weight, or spacing for different textures. Think of it like drawing with thread. If you've never tried hand quilting before, Big Stitch is a wonderful place to start. You don't need perfect tiny stitches. In fact, the beauty is in the boldness and the imperfection. All you need is a needle, some thread, and your quilt sandwich. It's forgiving, satisfying, and gives you that feeling of connection to your quilt. Take it to the couch, a coffee shop, or even on vacation. There's something meditative and grounding about hand stitching. It helps you unwind and unplug and focus on the rhythm of the needle. In a world where everything moves fast, slow stitching gives you a moment of peace. Each stitch becomes an act of care, a little love note to your quilt and to yourself. If you need a mental break but still want to be productive, this is the perfect way to recharge. Big stitch quilting works beautifully on small projects like table runners, wall hangings, mug rugs, placemats, or pillows. These projects let you experiment with color and design without a huge time investment. It also looks stunning when used to outline shapes in applique, stitch over pieced blocks, or add embellishment to simple patchwork. And because it's easy to see, it photographs very well, which is great if you love sharing your work on Instagram or in your Etsy shop. If you're ready to try big stitch quilting, here's a few quick tips. Use a pearl cotton size 8 or 12. That would be a great starting point. Your other option is use 3 strands of regular embroidery floss. Choose a needle with a large eye and a very sharp point. Use a thimble for your fingers because without them, your fingers will get sore. I choose to quilt without the hoop because big stitch quilting moves so quickly. A hoop will often just slow me down and be frustrating. Don't worry about uniformity. The charm is in the handsome look. Pick a small project to start with and let yourself play. Big Stitch brings beauty, speed, and mindfulness to your projects. It's fun, it's beginner-friendly, and it makes your stitches part of the art. If you haven't tried it yet, I hope this video inspires you to give it a go. Let me know in the comments if you've tried big stitch quilting or if you're thinking about starting. And if this video was helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your other quilting friends. Until next time, happy stitching!